Moreno underscore Nama just subscribed. Ich NNNG streaking Rio argued Carl's Devious.
You and your gambling. I swear to God, don't do it. Don't do it. Can't streak in chat? Oh, let me streak in chat. Come on. Don't do it. David, I know. I was listening to it on the weekend. Nah, I will. I'll put it back. Yeah, streak in chat. Do it. Don't do it. No. Guys, I'm so excited for Jason tomorrow. Holy shit. I'm so excited. And Overwatch season, just everything. It's a huge week. I'm very excited. How are we, guys? Hello. You know what? Not as late as I thought I would be with all my Mia stuff this morning. So not bad, not bad. Not bad, we'll take it. Almost put streak in sheets, but something totally different. Oh my God, I know, Bizzle, I know. She is making a new set of noises. Poor thing. I think her nose is blocked. And the nose is very like red here as well because it's so blocked and she's trying to get it out, but she can't obviously, and then I can't because the nose is very sensitive. I'm trying and I can't. I feel bad for her. So she's making these new set of noises, which is just sad. And then her eye as well. There's something, her eye's back, but it's worse. But yeah, I don't know. She's really like, you know, cats, when you try to give them their meds, it's like fighting a tiger. You know what I mean? Like when I have someone here to help me, it's easy. But when you're by yourself, she just squirms too much. So I'm hoping the vet can help me clear her nose and give her more meds. Because, yeah, I really feel bad for her. It's like this sounds really like serious, which it is, but it's not as bad as it sounds. It's like she's struggling to breathe. And obviously she can breathe. She's fine. But like one of her nostrils is so blocked that she's just like wheezing around the house. And I feel really bad. Oh, I feel really like, yeah, I feel really bad. Hi, Striker. I'm sorry. I know, Grace. I'm so excited. I know. She just doesn't want like, she's a cat. Obviously, I wish I could be like, hey, blow your nose, but that doesn't work like that, you know? No, 135, Jesus. Okay, Streaks. Marina, thank you so much again. John, hello. Yeah, so I booked a last minute appointment, but depending on when I finish, I might even see if I can go in earlier. She was meant to go tomorrow, but I just can't wait. She just, I know, yeah, she wasn't there with me this morning. But yeah, I think I need more meds. I've never had to take her to the vet so much. But she is an old lady baby, so like, yeah. But yes, that's my update with Mimi. I'm hoping they can help me clear her nose for her at least or something. Hi, P. How are you, my love? Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. No, that's okay, John. You're fine, my love. I'm just saying that, I thought she was okay, and then it started up yesterday again, and then this morning I was like, okay, I can't do this. We gotta, like, see what they can do for her, because she looks very, like, oh, if you just saw her face, oh, she just looks like just so done. She's just so, like, leaky and sniffly, and you can tell her nose hurts as well. Oh, no. How much do they go for? Thanks, Ping. How was your weekend? What did you do? I know. I just feel really bad for her. You just wish you could, like, help them blow their nose? I don't know, Nini. I think it's a kitty flu. She's never had a flu before. So in 14 years is her first flu. Yeah, I don't know. I know. I didn't even know it existed, to be honest. Not the pussy flu. Hi, Meg. Hello. She slept pretty good last night. She was next to me the whole night. She was pretty quiet. But then when she's awake, she really struggles to, like, just, yeah, breathe, really. Yeah, Nona, yeah. I don't think it did a lot this time round. I think she's that blocked that I really wonder if the vet can, like, help me clear her nose, if there's something they can do. Because poor thing, I've noticed, last time I wiped it, when I have someone here, it's easy to do. We wiped her nose and got some snot out. But last time we did that, there was a bit of blood because, not from us, but because it's so, like, irritated.
Zel_AA just subscribed.
Really? They can suction? Oh.
I love you and I love the clunts and I hope Mimi's doing alright.
Thank
Carl
you,
silly,
Joel.
Carl's comfy.
Thank you, Zayla. I hope they can turkey blast it out. She needs it. When Cammy in it. Oh, a cavern. Okay, Joel, with Boothang. What is this? Why is Lola playing? No, we're not playing Lola. That's such a random vibe. Not that either. Not that. Okay. Sorry, just weird. All this, like, hype beats for my cat. Sailor, thank you for 18. I appreciate you. Thank you. How are you, doll? Last time we went, they helped me clear, like, the gunk and, give her first bit of, eye drops. And then just gave me meds. So they gave me tablets to crush, and then they gave me, like, a gel for her eyes. Because she wasn't doing too bad. Her nose is worse now, though. But, apart from that, she was getting better, but Mum thinks she needed more antibiotics. You can buy a little suction bulb if you need to. Because they have all the drugs there, which is good. The scripts they give you... Oh, cool. Yeah, I was lucky. So the consult, so going there alone is like 120. And then both tablets, well, both meds were 50 each. Which, to be honest, I thought the meds would be like hundreds. So it was around what? 220, 230. But she's never needed to go this much. So it's like yeah, it is still expensive, but I'm just trying to like be positive because like I'm gonna have to fork more out anyway. So it's like, well, it could be worse, you know. But yeah, it's still expensive. I thought it was gonna be like double that. So when she told me, I had less of a heart attack. She's priceless. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't yet. I should use it. Hi Art, how are you, doll? DBD 10 birthday. You know what I played on the weekend? That's crazy. That's actually so fun. Hades. Thanks, Leah. How are you feeling, doll? Yeah. I'm hoping that, because they said if she doesn't get better, they'll do a blood test. I'm hoping we can just go there. I mean, whatever she needs, obviously. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm hoping they just go, okay, we'll give her more meds and they clear her nose for me. I'm hoping there's nothing else. Like, I hope it's not worse. She's doing everything great though. Like she's eating, she has zoomies sometimes. Thank you for the sub.
Put your ass away, child.
Oh,
Above
David,
average,
I actually
just
really appreciate
subscribed.
that.
Make
Thank
sure
you.
my sub dollars go straight to Mimi, crying face emoji.
Oh, no, I appreciate you. I honestly, that will help. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She is such a little cutie pie, so I'm staying positive, but like I caught myself in the mirror. I was looking at her and the look on my face, I caught how I looked and I was literally like, I was so sad because you know, guys, if you have pets, you know how bad you feel that you can't just take away their discomfort. You know what I mean? You can't help them as much as you want to because they're an animal, you know? Yeah, ping. Yeah, which again, I mean, at least it wasn't hundreds each. You know what I mean? It could have been worse. It could have been worse. My meds are cheaper, damn it. I gave birth to my cat. Hi, Nelly. How are you, doll? Yeah, all my lovelier as well. But I'm just happy to be here today. So again, I do apologize. The rest of the streams this week will be beautiful. Like, they will be girthy and long and fun. Today will be like, I don't think it'll be 3 hours, but like that's the worst case. It'll be like 3 to 5 hours today. And then the rest of the week will be beautiful. But I know you guys understand. This wasn't expected. I wasn't planning on this at all today. So, no, baby. That's really sweet. Thank you. Oh,
Ping
peeps, all
Ping
my
Chicken
love.
Wing donated
All my
100
love.
Australian dollars to help with
Ping.
Mimi Gal's meds.
That's really lovely. I really, really appreciate that. Don't make me emotional. I did my makeup. Stop it. Stop it. You stop. You're making me all glassy. Thank you so much. Yeah, freedom, real. Wieners! Wieners! No, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that. While I don't expect that, that is so generous and kind. I really appreciate that. I really do. I got mum her new laptop yesterday as well, and she's worth it and she needed it. I'm not complaining about that. So the vet after that as well was definitely like, oh God. But both my ladies are worth it. So I do appreciate that immensely. Thank you, my love. Very, very kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Ping, I know. You are so beautiful. I don't expect you to do any of that. You know that. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, mum's very happy because she does a lot of writing, like for her podcast. She's writing a book. Like that's her laptop is kind of like my PC in terms of like, that's my baby. Apart from Mimi, obviously. Like she uses it every single day. She needed it. Like it wasn't, because their birthday's in September, and I'm like, I'm not making her wait till September. And like, obviously, there's been a lot going on with her getting what she deserves from the will, but because people are contesting it, she's been without that, and she's obviously fronting all the bills for the house, the electricity. So it's like she can't just drop money on a laptop. You know what I mean? Like that's just extra stress for her. So my sister and I are like, nah, we gotta take care of her. We're not letting her get, like, you know what I mean? Like she needed it. So like, I'm very happy we could do that for her. She's very happy. No, Freedom. I can't wait till her birthday. Cause I was gonna, oh, Jaren, by the way, hello. Yeah, Brett. So, I have two sisters. This is a law drop. And both of them are technically half sisters, but we've never said that in our life. Like we've never been like halfy. Like they're always my sisters, you know. And one of my sisters I haven't spoken to for 3 years because she gave mum a lot of trouble. And she was that type of person that would just block people constantly instead of just talking about things, you know. And you know mum, like mum's a very lovely lady. Like all mum wants to do is talk things out when things need to happen. And she would just like, she blocked me before my birthday a couple years ago. And I swear on my fucking life, I did nothing. And I'm the first person to go like, oh shit, I fucked up. But like, she's immature like that. And she does need to talk to someone, but she's not ready to do that. She's 40. And like, I've come to peace that I don't have a second sister. Like, it's just not, unless she wants to talk and properly talk, it's not going to happen. And I've come to I'm come to terms with that. And she's one of the people holding up the will stuff, because all she needs to do is just sign like, yep, mum should get all the money, which again is not even a big amount anyway. Because mum was the only person in the will, and like it should just be all for her, but like it's just being fucky, and she's holding us up, just not signing it. By us, I mean mum. Because mum's 65 in September. Like, that's all she has to live for the rest of her life, you know? And it's hard to get a job at that age as well. Like, she can't get a pension for another 2 years. So it's like, she's being really fucky, you know?
Thank you for the sub.
Yeah, Mikey, exactly. I know you guys, all my siblings.
Away, child.
And I'm your mother.
Axeltera just subscribed. Are we legally allowed to fight your sister?
Yes.
Respectfully, sorry
Yes.
to hear doll, but us come to her.
Ooz, ooz. And then Pete's daughter, so my stepsister, is also being a weirdo. So yeah, it was like, I was never going to let her get her own laptop replacement. Like, she just needs it. She needs support. She doesn't need anything else, you know? A special visit. Thank you, my love. I think we're on the home straight, but it's been like a year, you know? It shouldn't be held up any longer. Like, just let mum live, you know? Hey, pussy! Oh, Ink, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Right? You always discover the weirdos when someone passes in the family. I'm sorry, guys. My dad's sister's almost 80 and still probably a piece of... Yeah, real. Sully, hello. Axel, thank you, my love. Thank you again, Ping. You're amazing. I really appreciate that. That is so fucking kind. No, Kyle, don't say you're fine. It made me laugh. You are so fun. Yeah, no, exactly, Charlie. Exactly. Thank you for the watch streaks as well, guys. Hello. Yeah, Henry, real. It's so interesting to me, the nerve of people. Like, people showing up at the funeral that Pete didn't want there, for example. Like, just all that shit. Like, oh, now you're in his life. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Never met you in my life. Yeah, no, it's so, you can't escape family drama. We're not safe. No one's safe. I thought I was the only one with family drama when I was young, until I was at a friend's house and went, oh, this is normal. Okay. Oh my God. No, Grace, valid, bro. Valid. Ugh. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. Yeah. No, I understand. My uncle suddenly died of cancer, and the day after, my aunt went up to his wife asking to borrow money. Girl, what the hell?
I'm going down to the club, but I'm
Pussy tossing. Pussy tossing. Pussy tossing.
I'm going down to the club.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm so sorry you're all going through that as well.
Pussy tossing.
And not Freedom. Kyle, thank you, my
Kyle
love.
2000 has gifted
I
5
appreciate that so
subs.
much, guys. You know what?
Naughty
Never
boy.
feel bad for doing nice things for me. I'm the one with the fucked alerts. No, don't say sorry. I love you just the way you are. Don't say sorry. I appreciate the support immensely. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. My dad didn't have the will, but he also didn't have any real assets because everything was in my mom's name. Yeah, yeah. The art. I appreciate you. Oh. Shaping. I'm sorry, my love. Yeah, true colors, right? So stupid. So stupid. Because anyone with a brain, right, would be like, okay, mum is 65, can't get a job right now. She's grieving. She's trying to pay all the bills. She couldn't work for the last few years because she was taking care of him. Hospital visits every single day when no one else was turning up. Give her the money. She's the only person in the will. She needs it. You think I'm contesting it? No. 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 Because I know mum will look after me if I ever need help in the future. It's not my money. It's her money. She needs it. She has to pay everything now. And if you own a place, you know how much strata and council rates are and everything. Like, you know what I mean? And the person, it really pissed me off. His daughter was never there when he was in hospital. And she's in a dual income family. They have so many assets. And here's the tea, right? She has a business that she runs under the table for cash only payment. So she's not even paying tax. They are so well off. And she's coming from mum that needs the crumb of whatever's left. It's not even a lot of money. Like, she's nearly 65, bro. Give her the money. You're not even in the will. Which is saying something. Your own dad was like, I don't trust you with the money. My wife deserves it. Like, grow up. I blocked her like a few months ago. I was like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not doing it. Don't get me started. I'm sorry, this is so cruel. But her speech at the funeral, there was so many things in that speech where I was like, that's not true. Oh, that's a lie. But I was like, okay, you're grieving. I'm not gonna like do anything, but like don't act like you were a part of his life when you weren't. I know more about him than you do, and you're his bio daughter. Like, girl, please. But again, I'm not gonna be that person. I'm just gonna let you say whatever you want to say. But I see what you're doing. Stop acting like you're sad. Stop it, because you didn't care when he was in hospital. Fuck her, Virgil. Yeah, fuck her. Yeah, no, Mikey, real. He was pissed he wasn't getting more. Girl. Sully. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh. No, it does, Hillary. It does. Sure, Trace.
Stop it. We stop shaking it like jelly for 5 seconds.
Mimi?
We have to find the anomalies before we fucking die.
Sully
heard a
Shadari has
honk.
gifted 7 subs.
Maybe it was a song.
Naughty boy.
Sully, thank you so much. And thank you, Cole.
Put your ass away, child.
Put your ass away,
Cole
child.
Delete just subscribed. That's a lot of months.
Thank you so much, Sully. I love that alert. I appreciate you so much. That's very kind. I really, really appreciate it. And Cole for 62. Anyway, sorry, I'll stop dumping this info. But like, anyway, I guess my whole point is, I appreciate you guys. All forms of support, I appreciate you. Even just listening and I guess relating to it, I appreciate you so much. Dump on me, mommy. Hi, Elle. Oh, wait. Oh, ouchies. Not the knee. Ah. Nobody sent me the link, so I just said, hey. Oh, Hyper, I'm so sorry, doll. I'm so sorry. In the studio today. Offered a dump on people and I'm no longer allowed on the bus route to Baltimore anymore. How do you come up with this shit? Okay. Thank you, Mickey. Bye, Shaping. I appreciate you. Yeah, I know today, I think it's going to be even... Oh, maybe I see if I can book earlier. Okay. Alright. Can you grab my juice from the other room? Sure! His sister did cut her cruise short to come. Oh. Damn it. Go away. Go away. But yeah, tomorrow will be... tomorrow, the next day, and the next day. Really excited. Tomorrow is the Jason release, which I'm excited for.
Put your ass away, child.
Yippee!
Daydream just subscribed.
Daydream!
Carl's side eye, Carl's toss.
31? Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Thank you for all the subbies, and Ping, thank you so much again. I really appreciate it. We have a girthy... I'll do more tomorrow, because I do want to check out the Overwatch season, but probably at the end of tomorrow's stream, but we have DBD Jason's season, chapter coming out, so I'll be playing a lot of Jason, a lot of Survivor. And then the day after, we might be doing a Chris Day, I'm not sure yet, but then the day after that, I'm so excited. Oh, we're continuing Fears to Fathom, and then we're playing Mecha again, and Granny will be in that lobby as well. And thank you for all the love on my new YouTube video. Yeah, I'm so excited to play more Fears with Granny. I'm so excited. Oh, it's always like that, Daydream. Like, why do I feel like absolute shit? That happened to me yesterday, actually. I was like, or the day before, I forgot to take my meds, and that's like, I never do that. And it got to nighttime, and I was like, why do I feel weird? Why do I feel different? And I was like, oh my god. Oh? Plague? Can someone do the plague command for me? Everyone has free fingies? I'm so excited. Oh my god, Jaren. It's the perfect... Thank you, Jaren. It's the perfect game to play with Gran. Like, I'm so glad we decided to play it together. So good. Aww. Yeah, that would have made you feel so yucky. Yeah, no. Sully, right? My fingies are always free for you. I mean, what? Yep, Hyper. Meds, guys. Isn't it funny that I've always had that as a command? Like, take your meds. And now I'm like, fuck, I forgot. Hello. Hi, Crash. But anyway, I'm so excited. So, again, I do appreciate you guys. The next 3 streams after today will be my normal length. Thank you for understanding. This was a last-minute appointment. This wasn't a part of the plan. But I know you all know that Mimi comes first. And even if I do 3 hours, like, at least, you know, at least I've popped on, which is great. And then... next week is Girthy and Long, and then the week after that, I think I'm doing Clutmus and Jaloon. So we have a lot coming up. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you so much. Another 1 3 hours. Yeah, exactly. Jaloon. I know. Who came up with that? Because I was like, it's literally just before July, but I think there's some stuff that might clash. So I was like, guys, we're doing it. We're doing at the end of June. just before July. So we're gonna say Jaloon. I think it was you. No, it wasn't. Someone said Jaloon. I'm not taking the credit. I wish I could. It's so funny. But I can't take credit for it. Benti, hello. Jaloon. I think it's funny. Christmas and Jaloon. So that will be end of this month, which will be really exciting. I'm gonna try and make it the biggest Cluntmas I've ever had. Also, sorry, I haven't forgotten, except I did, but I haven't, because it's been on the back of my brain this morning. I was gonna do it, and then Mimi was sicky girl. I'm gonna whisper everyone. I think there's about 5 of you I'm whispering after stream for my 24-hour prizes. Oh, wait. Someone told me a joke and I wanted to... What was it? It was a lesbian joke. It was perfect. So we're talking about how there's like people with coke nails and you're like, oh my god, gross, coke nails. And then you're like, oh yeah. And then some people might have longer nails but too short nails. And then my friend who's bi was like, what do you call a lesbian with long nails? Single. And I was like, you got me there. You got me there. Oh my lord. I don't know. I wanted to... I like how Leah's like, tell me! Real. Well, it's true. Yes. Well, yes. Anyone with doing Overwatch, how are your drives going? Or a pillow princess? A pillow princess? Oh my god, tea. Oh! Missed me, girl! There's such an unsafe palette. Chaos! You never know! Oh my god, how, Benti? I love a pillow princess! What? The one that got away. Guys, I'm telling you, I had a very active weekend. My whole body hurts. Girl, why did I go so hard at pickleball? Wait, Henry, I realized how that sounded. They slashed them! Yes! Wait. Oh. Axel, okay, if I play today before I end stream, we can try together. No! Either way, congrats. Sorry, guys. I can't. I can't. I can't. Oh god. Oh. Hi Dark. Hi Lori. I know my way around a pickleball. I love being sore from any kind of physical activity. No, I do as well. It's just annoying. Like, I love it because I'm like, oh yeah, I worked for it. But I was running back from the store to get to mum and my glutes were sore. I was like, what? How are my glutes sore? Axel, don't. Honestly, that was me yesterday. I was losing every game and I was like, girl, I'm not getting this. And then I played with some friends and I ended up getting it. And I was like, Jesus Christ. I love being sore from other things. Ah, Trace. Ouchies. Yeah, my thighs and my glutes are sore. My ass. My ass is sore. Sorry. Hello? Where is she? Glutes. Oh. What was that night thing? There was a night thing? Oh my god, now I'm so excited. I'm gonna put my vid up. sometime this week. And I'm so glad I got Fears to Fathom up. Guys, I did what I said I would. I ended stream early on Friday to edit, and I got it up. I'm so happy. I just wanted to trim, like, the ad breaks out and the restart out, so, like, you could still watch the playthrough, but it was just less, you know. I don't know. Oh, yeah, Charlie. Yes, yes, yes. Sorry, that's what you meant. Yeah, I went to Clash of Steel. Went to a little, night fight. Trace. You a legend. Lower wank. I just said lower wanks. Then we were winning. Then we got high silver, low gold, so we queued. Then we lost 5.
Thank you for the sub.
Put your ass away,
Axel.
child.
I tried on console, by the way. I don't know how people do it.
Subscribed.
Sushi!
Love you, Doll Carl's Kermy love.
Oh, how are you? Happy 40. Someone lower wank me. Thank you so much. Good old 40. Also, I'm hungry. I'm hungry as hell. What's the 27th? Okay. A lower wank in the morning. Yep. Guess what I'm seeing on Friday? Toy Story. Clash of Steel Striker, yeah. Henry, I got it early on Friday and then just paid my bills and went. But it's okay, at least my bills are paid. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. All I really care about is making enough for bills in my life so I can stream. That's it. That's all I care about. I just wanna stream. That's all I wanna do. I used to play OG Overwatch on console. Oh god, Axel. Okay, my goat. Yeah, it's definitely strange, Daydream. Yeah, Striker. Jared, yeah. Wait, Charlie Law Drop? Yeah, I got my first PC end of 2019, 2020. Talk about a rough day at work, Dylan. How are you, doll?
Put your ass away, child.
It was cool.
Dylan in the name of _ just subscribed. Talk about a rough day at work.
Okay. Okay, Flex.
Titty Kaka.
Ray, Dylan. Oh my god, guys. Thank you.
My tatas.
My tatas.
Ray _ just resubbed for 36 months. 3 years.
I'll get you. I'll get you.
Wow, has
I'll get
time
you, girl.
flown by. So proud of you, doll. I've so enjoyed being able to see you grow as a person these past 3 years. Carl's love.
Yippee! Thank you so much. I appreciate that. 3, baby, 3. Milestone alerts. True. True. I need to cook those. I gotta make some sort of fuck-ass alert. I did, Grace. I did. Holy shit. Dylan, all is good apart from Mimi, girl. I'm a bit worried about her. I'm actually gonna go, let me go check on her. You just escaped. Yeah. Thank you, Trace, for your streak as well. And Virgil, thank you for all the resubs, guys. And all the gifties. I really appreciate it. You are the best. Enjoy, doll. You don't have enough alerts. Make more. Well, I need to. And then also, I was thinking about doing that. People might not want it, which is fine. But I was thinking about doing special badges for the Jason release tomorrow. Like a goofy little Jason mask. But I will have badges for Cluntmas as well. So, I don't know. I love collecting badges. It might be a me thing. I refuse to wear pants. Don't do it. I'd love more. I will make more. I will. We're so back. Thank you for the resub, Dylan and Ray. That's very cute. Let me go check on Mimi. I shall be back.
something in the wind. In my dreams I've seen your face, brave as ever known. I watched your soul out the window. You asked for my hand, I gave you mine. For the last time, you looked in my soul, you said it's time. You'll be just fine. I've seen holy smoke out the window. You rise up through the shadows with a new glow. Farewell, my friend. It's over now. Beware, my friend. Yeah. Sometimes my father's looking up. How he yearns to hear your voice. If there's a God, how could he mold a life so cruel yet so bold? You asked for my hand, I gave you mine. For the last time, you looked in my soul, you said it's time. You'll be just fine. I've seen holy smoke.
Oh my god. Alright. Let's not slow down on that message. That's so funny. Okay, you know what? This is huge for me to say this. I actually... Oh my god, wait!
Titi Kaka.
Em. No! I missed you guys.
My tata.
My tatas. Oh, it's cold. What the hell?
Imrue just resubbed for 51 months. I am disappointed, Carla. Actually, the entire group was disappointed that you weren't in
Yes.
Melbourne. We're so disappointed that you weren't at the pub with us. Just like the time you disappointed everyone at band camp when you
Ha! Yes, I won! When you decided to clog the only toilet that was available in the entire venue, I've been knighted as Sir Pookie. That's funny. Not the TTS cutting off being like, she didn't clog the toilet. Sir Pookie, hello. Hi, Em. How are you? I'm very excited for PAX. I'm excited. Slade told me, hi, Splicer. How are you, doll? I'm also disappointed. Damn it. All right. Now I know. Now I know you're disappointed. I had no inkling, actually. Hi, Aaron. You know what? I will say this. I just checked on Mimi, and something happened in me when I looked at her again. I'm like, you know what, Carls? In the nicest way possible, I don't feel guilty anymore for doing an extra small stream. She is not in a good way. She's on the bed. She's just lying down. But her face... I feel for her. I really hope she can, I really hope they can get her nose drained. Because it's just like... You can hear her in the lounge room. Like, the wheeze breathing. I'm like, I'm doing the right thing. I'm probably going to, when I end stream, I'm going to call and see if they've had a cancellation for an earlier one. I know, little baby. Ooh, Danny, how are you, my love? Oh, sorry, living room. Room with couch and TV. Thanks, guys. I know, I feel so bad. TV room, yes. Thanks, guys. Poor little Mimi girl. She's never had a flu before, so this is like a new experience for me. So yeah, thank you for understanding a smaller stream today, guys. You're the best. I appreciate it. I would just be glad to have visited the vet and then get more meds for her. You know? New badge! Oh my god. Thank you. I can't wait for her to feel normal and everything. The plus is she is like sleeping well and eating well. So I'm grateful for that at least. Yeah, she's eating. She even had zoomies the other day. Yes, exactly, Prom. Exactly. At least I know she has a flu. I'm hoping there's nothing else. Oh, Trace, no! Wait, what's happening? Oh, Ghosty! That's cute. Oh my god, Mikey! Wait, Cold and Mikey's so funny. Ooh, nice shot. Oh, I'm not dead. That's so funny. I thought I was dead. I thought I was recovering on the ground. I was just healing in front of him. That's so embarrassing. Babe, I was like this. Oh, wait. I was like this. Hey, just let me heal. He was like, ma'am, yeah, bold move, Cotton. What the hell? Girl. That's so funny. Aura. I do like versing a Deathslinger, I will admit. Doing the gens while I verse a Deathslinger, not ideal. Cause I just wanna go on chases together. I love the sound of him missing. His harpoon. Yep. Alright, Slay. Yeah, no, Mikey. I honestly thought I was down. Whoopsies. Puffin! Okay, Streak. How are you, doll? I really love the sound of him sucking complete ass. Not like that, I swear. Tash, my love. How are you? It's good to see you. What's the haps, doll? Doing so good. Amazing.
Titi Kaka. Hakuda.
About what, Puffin?
Hatata.
About what?
D_just resubbed for 15 months.
D, thank you for 15.
Hakuda.
How are you? Guys, thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. You're the best. Thank you. Oh my god, Tash. Friendship thus far. Okay, okay. That's nice. That's nice. Not me being big sister. About what? Oh, non-shitty. Oh, carry on. Oh, sorry. Oh. Carry on. D, thank you, doll. Tash, what's news, doll? Thank you for popping in. I always get very excited to see you. Yeah, block his ass. Jules, hello, doll. They better stay non-shitty or we're gonna have some words. Exactly. Yeah. I did sushi, yes. We got it yesterday and I transferred everything across for her, which was great. So she's locked and loaded. Oop. I know, I'm very excited. Because her old laptop too, she was due for another one anyway, but, because so the screen broke, but then her keyboard anyway, the letters were typed off. Like she had no letters on her keyboard, so I was gonna get her one for her birthday, but then it stopped working entirely, so like, okay. Let's do it early. Oh, Tash. Yes, she's got this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. But you're right. She does have this. All my love as well. All the hugs, okay? All the bloody hugs. I definitely understand how that's like. How that feels, I should say. Oh, Charlie. That was honestly, I was tearing up. I was so happy. Move, move, move. Go to the pallet. Go to the pallet. Is he being nice now? First person to win a race with at least 300 race starts. First driver to win a race for McLaren, Mercedes, Ferrari. Third driver to... Oh my god. I was so happy. I was so happy. Hi, watch it. Where are you going on vacation? I was really happy because when I was watching the race, I was like, okay, I, with love and light, I don't want a Mercedes to win. Like, I want Hamilton to win this. For that 8th title, that would be cinema. Watch it. I'm so jealous. Or I can hear that, M. I can hear that. Hear the announcer. Hermit, thank you for the watch streak as well. Thank you, guys. My goats? No way, really? Yes, yes, Sir Pookie. Yes. Oh, shake that thing. Jay's dragging me by the bush. Cara, no. You shaved your bush? I'm joking. You shaved your bush. Oh, wait. I might be able to get my mecha video up tonight. I put it in a bun. It's wild. Your bush. You shaved it. Jabs. Hayden T. I think I missed my hello to you earlier. I'm so sorry. How are you? That sounds like a D's nuts joke, but I don't think I do. It did sound familiar though. Oh my god, no, Onion, not the call out. Fuck, I can't believe I did that. Thank you, Tash. Off to the vet after stream. You grew your bush. Hi, Morgan. How is settling into the new area, guys? Jabs Nate. My heart, my soul. Shaved your bush, you did. Yeah. Yeah, exactly right. Hi, Ab. How are you, dog? Caffeine, hello? Oh my god, Sush. Honestly, I think it was the perfect... I think Gran and I playing together was the perfect idea. Because even I was just like, if we didn't have Mecha on, I would have kept playing it. I was having a great time. No, I think that's okay. It makes me laugh. Hi, 2026 comp. Feels? This week. So, US Thursday. Surely we finish it, right? In that sitting? We're singing from across the hallway. Nathan decided to compete and sing just as loud. Come to find out the guy was practicing for audition. For a lead role that he got? What? That's some movie shit. That's hilarious.
Well, I never.
Wait,
Everyone
where are
says
that
bro the
Paxam?
Mothman is in Ohio. He's in Ohio. No. He's in me. Here I am at the Dairy Queen, trying to get myself a dipped coned. When all of the sudden, The Mothman is fisting me behind the dumpsters. And I dropped my dipped cone. Happy Pride Month. I guess.
What the hell? Now I want a dipped cone. Hi, Nia. Who's Nathan? Nate, please. Yoinks! Tasha's like, I'm gonna come here to feel better about everything. Oh, Kyle. Might walk out with 2. Uh-oh. Rip to the cone and Uranus. Real. You escaped again? Jaren. Sea glam? You get me. I wouldn't mind a dipped... Oh, why do I have biscuits here? Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to have a biscuit. Mmm. Uh-oh. Ooh, Tash, give me a vibe. Real life Bobbit fists up him, make him squeal. Real babe. Getting settled, establishing a routine. Yay! I'm happy for you guys. Yay, yay, yay. I'm so nervous to move in the future. I might downsize this table. It's so big. It's like mammoth. Mikey, yum. Downsize these nuts. It's so big, you say? Yeah. I'm not moving anytime soon, but I know there'll come a day where I will move because the location where I am now, it's just so far away from everything. So I'm either gonna move when my lease ends in September or start of next year. I don't know. Who's to say? But oh my god, Onion. Girl. Fucking move. But I do love this apartment. It's just so far from everything. Come Shire. Oh my god. Shire girly. But yes. I think I'd sell this desk. I do love her, but she's just so big and so clunky. Like anytime a mover sees this, they're like, okay. Sounds good, Trace. I tipped my toes back into raft last night. Ooh, sorry, dipped. How was it? Come to Cairns. Stop. Caffeine? Not the respectfully full package. Doll, I'm so happy you like the full package. That makes me just feel so lucky. We did it, guys. Guys, we did it. Full package out on main. But no, thank you for finding my Insta, babe. We're so back. We're so back. First, have to say GG. You shaved your package. Also, who's to say, guys, this week maybe we can do some community mecca. The only thing is, people would have to like promise not to cheat on my screen. Kyle. No, I'm kidding. How do I get back into Discord? Did you get kicked, babe? What happened? I'm kidding, Kyle. I love you. Does that still work or is the link expired? Let me see. Oh no, it's good. Cheating at what? Can't remember that time you cheated on the GeoGuessr Sydney map and you were getting like perfect. And I was like, girl, you shaved your junk? No, I don't. Girl, I know you're smirking at your laptop right now. With the new PC, I'm afraid Cyberpunk... Oh, shit. How is it? I'm Overwatch pilled. That's my offline game. That's my social game with pals. Although I want to get into Hades. I tried for the first time on the weekend and I loved it. Shade their bush till they got the boot. Oh wait, where's my oops. I did crash. I did. She went home with it yesterday. I set it all up for her. Got all her passwords in. That's cute. Yeah, Hades is nice. I liked it. Yeah, I haven't touched Ark for a minute. Maybe one day again. Mickey, yes. Let me know if you need help, Tash. Ass out. Why is Fortnite Ark now? Is Fortnite Ark? I do want to try and find those thingies in Fortnite. I want to find the sprites. Is it fun? Really? I'll give it a go. Oh, by the way, I found what was stuck in my downloads that was keeping C drive. I was like, I can't see anything keeping it up. I had a 30 gig video in there that I filmed around Christmas of Reese and I cooking some food. I just like turned the camera on and we just like were dickheads for literally 40 minutes. And that was sitting in my downloads. I was like, girl, get on the hard drive. I was thinking of putting it up actually. It is kind of funny, but it's just us being fuckheads. So I don't know if people would get anything out of it. But I was going to edit it for a laugh. It's just us improving. But anyway, yeah. I don't understand it. Yeah, I don't know how you find the sprites. Wiz Tree. Oh, wait, didn't Henry tell me about Wiz Tree, or is that a new thing? Or just by looting? Oh. Okay, yeah, that's right. I was like, that sounds familiar. I don't like versing Dredge. So I'm just running around aimlessly. Hey, I'd boot up some Fortnite to try and find a sprite later. We can do best of both worlds. Yeah, Jonas, I don't like versing Dredge at all. And I suck at playing him too. Yeah, real Jonas, real. Haley!
Put your ass away, child!
Put your
Haley
ass
Force
away,
just
child!
subscribed. Carl's love.
Caffeine, real. I don't play it a lot. I usually play with friends, but I also want to check out the sprites because you can find these like little guys and extract with them, and some are really rare. And that's like gambling. And you know how I feel about that. Yeah, I don't know. I am back on my Overwatch shit though, which has been fun. Been a lot of fun to like learn properly. And obviously Mecha, Fears to Fathom. I'm enjoying things. I was watching Bant and Chris catching sprites before I came over here because I was so lost. I didn't even know how you catch them. I think you just loot them and then try to extract with them, but then people can steal your sprites. You just loot or kill people. I see, I see. Wants to verify my email and then says I'm already registered. Wait, let me see if you're in the Discord already, but it's like not showing channels. Can you see anything in your Discord? Because it shouldn't have kicked you. Maybe roles got booked? Can you sign back? Are you signed in at all on Discord, or is it just my server? Oh my god, Caffeine! Oh girl. I'm gonna check the server while, because I'm curious as well. Roles, members. Oh, I see you. Okay, so you have... Alright, so there's one... I'm going to give you a role for this one, but you have another account that's logged in. I'm going to die here, but it's worth it. So I can see you have another account that's in the Discord. And then the account you just joined in, I've given you a role. So with both accounts, you are in the Discord. Oh my god, Haley. Right? Oh my god. We're eating so good with DBD. Like, I'm so excited. One of us. One of us. Hi, Nell. Hello. I'm so pumped. I'm so excited for tomorrow. Like, I can't wait to play Jason. I can't wait to verse Jason. I can't wait for it all. Jaren, isn't it? I start to hear noises and I'm like, is that me? So many, I know. I'm so excited.
Lake
Tammy.
Titicaca.
I'm never giving you an ad.
Hakuna.
My queen.
Tammy _RN
Hello, my
just
love.
resubbed for 49 months.
How
Still
are you?
waiting for an ad, Carl's Tuckers.
Never. No ads for my queen. Sushi. What? What do you mean? Thank you for tier 49. That's so nice. Thank you. Oh. I was banned in DBD. I was playing with Carl months ago and there was a nasty transphobe, so I helped him report that to her, but 3 days ago DB sent me an email saying they checked my name and banned me. What? Sushi, no way. Can you, Tash, do you forget your old login? Or do you remember your old login? Because your old user is in the Discord. No, I reckon still do it. Just wait for the dust to settle. Oh my god. Uh oh. I did it this time. Tash. No, understandable. You might be able to forget your password as well. Because that's so real. Okay, Ames. So many watch streaks today. My goats. Oh, Grace is popping off. What the hell? Wait, NOED procs when the last gen ends? That's the dredge caffeine. Dredgeful. Ames. How are you, my love? Oh, it's bugged? Shows you I've been doing a lot of variety. Wait, I just realized I have that 10 million blood points for Jason tomorrow. Yes. Can I say something controversial? It's not controversial, actually, but I want to say it anyway. I think DBD has done a great job for 10 years. They've done really good. Tammy! Okay, my love, I hope you're okay. You're more than welcome to pop in. I'm not doing a long stream today because I gotta take Mia back to the vet. Too hot of a take. He didn't need it, no. Mimi, so Mimi's okay in the fact that like she's eating and that, but I won't lie to you. I am a little bit worried about it. Her flu, I think, is a little bit worse than what it was. She was getting better, and it just seems to be... She's better-ish with sneezing, but her nose is so blocked, poor thing. And her eye's a bit weird as well. And she's been making noises I've never really heard before. So, yeah. Yes. It wasn't a plan for me. I was meant to take her tomorrow. And then I was just like, no, I can't. I'm gonna book a last minute appointment because it's just not fair to... It's not fair for me to do like a 6-hour stream while she's struggling. Like, I feel terrible about that. So I keep checking on her. She's on bed. She's relaxing. But I'm really hoping they can clear her nose and give her some help today because, yeah. She doesn't let me do a lot. When I'm by myself, it's hard for me to clean her face with the pads that I have. So it will be nice to have some help. Oh, I hope so, Axel. I hope so. Yeah, me too, caffeine. Me too. What's that? Hi, Lukey. I know, little Mimi. Made a nurse sneeze the other night. What did you do? What the hell? Depends on the size. Poor thing. So, one of her nostrils, well, the one that's super blocked, it's a little bit like bloody, I think, because it's so irritated, or like she's trying to like, maybe she scratched herself a little bit. It's not like bad, but when I was wiping her the other day, there was like mucus, like snot, and a little bit of blood as well. I know. I feel really bad. So when I finish stream, Reese is coming over to help me take her. I'm gonna take her to the vet, and then when I finish stream, I'm gonna call them and see if anyone's cancelled for an earlier appointment. Because so far the appointment's 4:30, but I'm gonna see if I can get in at like 2. It's a New Zealand thing, I think, but you can find them. Oh, I'm not too sure. No, I really do appreciate it because I could totally get like an Uber there, like Uber Pet, but to help me take my meds is actually a big deal because anyone that has an animal know it's so hard to give them medicine by yourself. So that's going to be a huge help. Oh, I didn't know that, Axel. That's cool. Oh, to have muscles. Oh, sorry, I'm scrolling up. Thanks, caffeine. Yeah, true. It would be nice to have. I honestly do appreciate it a lot because he works from home Monday and Friday, but he worked from home today to help me, which is really nice. I appreciate it. Heaps. No, I don't caffeine. That would be really handy. Oh my god, no. Well, the pill apparently, like you crush it and apparently tastes like chicken, but I mix it in with her treat. Oh no, Ab. Ah! Ouch. Yeah. Me too, Connie. Guys, I'm so excited for the chapter tomorrow. So excited. So excited. I'll feel so much better this morning not stressing about me too. That would be a nice feeling. Honestly, Crash, she would. She would enjoy a sling. Thank you, Mikey. I appreciate that. Heaps. Thank you again, Ping. I don't think it might not be here still, but if you missed it, and I'm sorry to call Ping out, but it's just very beautiful. Ping was a bit naughty and summoned by a horse. And is helping me get some medication for her, which is so kind. Like, you all know vet visits are expensive, so this is my, what, second or third one in a few weeks, so I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Seriously, so kind. Yes, Scooby-Doo's coming to the fog. I know. Once again, guys, I know you're gonna be like, Carla, shut the fuck up, but just give me a second. I know there's been a mixture of things that's been making me not stream as much. I'm trying to do at least 4. Like I did 4 last week and at least 4 this week, just with everything with Mimi and stuff. So I do appreciate you being so understanding. Especially because I'll be doing like probably 3 hours today, just under 3 hours. So it's going to be a very small one, but I will make it up to you. And I know you guys know this is important. So yes. I know, I want to, the mall map is so cool. It looks like that game we play, with the photo cameras. Fuck, what is it? So fair, Mikey. Of course. Go. No, Sush, I'm sorry I haven't done more, but like, I am, as you said last night, like I am in your corner, reading everything, seeing everything. So you're doing a lot. I understand how tough it is. Yes, headliners. The mall map looks like the headliners mall map. I think Nell is unbanned, Stefani. I think, thank you, Nell. I'm excited to go to the vet today. They were very lovely. So hopefully I get a similar lovely vet and they can clean her up a little bit, because then we'll have 3 people there and obviously they're really good at that, so we can clean up her face a little bit, like her snot and her leaky eyes, and then probably get some more meds as well. He was so nice, Henry. He was so nice. Get a little nice vet. Get Mimi sorted. I changed her litter this morning. So it's all pretty for her. I know, yeah. And I wish she could just blow her nose. I wish she would just sit there and she would let me blow her nose, because she would be 10 times better if she could. But the good news is, last time we went, he was like, how old is she? And we said 14. And he goes, oh my god, she's an amazing 14. Wow, she does not look her age. I'm like, beautiful. So apart from what she's going through, she is very healthy and you know, a happy kitty, but this is just making her, you know, a little bit miserable. That's what I want now. I'm hoping they have some sort of device to clear out her nose for her. Yes, a little tabby. Oh, Mimi girl. Kyle, same. Same. What? Jinx. Double jinx. It's so bad. Wait, Kyle, what's the updates, by the way? Because you graduated. Like, are you still working where you were? Are you getting promoted? What's the next steps? I'm so touch-starved. How do you feel not having to do uni work, college stuff? Does it feel so great? Yes, bitch. That's my baby. At the God, that must be so good. Yep. Deserved. Tash.
I think I'm capsizing.
Babe.
The waves are rising and rising.
What the hell?
And when I get that feeling, I want sexual healing.
Thank you. Oh,
For Mimi Carl's Kermy love.
that's so nice. What an alert. Thank you. That is so kind.
Titty kaka.
Thank you so much. Huzzah!
Hakuda.
Thank you for your prime as well.
Tatas.
Oh my god. Leg titty
Puffin just
gaga.
resubbed for 17 months.
Titty kaka.
Thank you so much.
Hakuda.
Oh my god. That alert, Tash. Thank you guys. You are so kind. I really appreciate it. More than you know. That is so lovely. Thank you guys. I'll keep you updated in the Discord too. As soon as I'm on my way back from the vet. Well, you know. Well, I don't know. That's so nice. Can you, well, App, I'm glad you're there. Can you, like, get some reimbursement or something?
Put your ass away, child.
Marlena! Henry!
La Mariposa _ Marlena
Sushi?
just subscribe.
What the hell?
Always happy to be here, Carl Silly.
Guys, you need to calm down.
Chris, connect us real quick.
What the hell?
Disconnect us.
Not the long ass alert. I was so
Hey,
annoying
man,
this stream.
You drop.
They were
you
probably like, alright, shut the fuck up.
I love my wife. I love my wife so much. Shan! Shan! Thanks for the tuna melt, babe. That was a sick melt, babe. What'd you put in that? Is that basil?
Is that
oregano?
oregano?
Oh my
Is that
god.
a new herb?
She's tearing
Oh
you
my
apart in
gosh,
the
Shan, I
comments.
love you, man.
My God.
I love you so much. Anyway, new drop, needdude.com. We have a huge drop, man.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Marlena! Henry!
Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got.
Sushi.
I'm still Carla from the block. Used to have a little, now I have a little.
Sushi
you,
Ear has
guys.
donated $20 Australian.
Oh,
for
okay,
Mimi.
App. Fingers crossed for a claim doll, because that's absolutely fucked.
Boobies?
Like
me?
fair trading?
Well,
I don't know what you
never.
call it over there, but
Okay,
Some sort of
here's the other
reimbursement?
167 Lamau.
thank you. I really appreciate it. All the subbies, all the biddies, the donation. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. So damn kind. It means more to me than you know. Thank you, guys. We've ended up paying 6.5 for the service. What the hell? Oh my god. No. Oh, okay. I'm putting it out there, App, that you get more back Or at least a good chunk, because what the hell? Burglar Gnomes is fully out? Oh, shit. Oh, hell yeah. We'll probably play that next week with Grant. 5 houses.
Don't be
Oh,
fooled by the
yeah.
rocks that I got. I'm still Carla from the block.
Kyle!
Used to have a little, now I have a little.
Aqua Kyle 2000 donated 30 Australian dollars. On a real note, being done with uni is a huge weight being lifted.
Yes.
Cried hard for promotion going through, truly couldn't have done it without you and Stream.
Oh.
So take this money and put it to Mimi.
Thank you, my love. I'm so proud of you. I actually can't put into words how proud of you I am. You worked so damn hard. Like, yeah, I'm so proud of you. That's very, very kind as well. Thank you, guys. You are all Mimi's adoptive parents and siblings. Adopted, rather, sorry. This night's confusing me. I'm stammering my words. Virgil, yeah! Yeah! Congrats, doll. What are you studying? Tammy, I love this map too. Oh my god. I will, a little smoochy. Master of Science, Marketing, yeah! That's my gun. Yeah, Tammy, same. Still. Oh my god, so many graduates! Yeah! Congrats, doll. So proud of you guys. Oh my god, I feel like a proud mum. My babies. Yup. That's my goats. Thank you guys for everything today. You've absolutely spoiled me and Mimi. I appreciate you, and mum for that matter, to be honest. Thank you guys. Grace, this game, I hate the night. Look, I have the bots looking at me. No, I'm not healing you. You left the game, you can fend for yourself. Want my job back! You know what? Grace isn't here. I'm leaving. Let me just check something. Hold. Oh yeah, okay. I already checked. You still sexy. Yes, bitch. Yes. Guys, I can't believe how many people have watched the Fears to Fathom video. I'm so happy. I was hoping people would watch it because Gran and I had the best time, and I was like, oh, people would love it if they watch it, and you are. That's so nice. I'm so happy. Yippee. Fist to Mecca. I know, Henry. So good. I can't wait to finish it. Wait, really? No. Run no perks? Fine. Thank you, Tash. I will help you next time you're in, okay? Thank you so much, Tash. I appreciate you. Watching two people pretend not to be scared while being bricked. Oh my god. Oh wait, yeah, Tammy, I'm Fullbush 69. That's so funny. full game. Wait. Yes. Released. Oh, I'm so excited. Yay. Yippee! Oh, wait, it didn't work. Oh, sorry, Tammy. I thought I accepted that. Let me just respond to this real quickly. Oh. Okay. Use it for like a 40-year-old mother. No, I don't. I'm fast. Sorry, it's about Mimi. I was speed texting. I honestly do text fast. But like, do I text? No. No, I'm a fast texter. I'm a fast texter. Gotta get it in. Gotta get it in. Oh God, I would kill for a breakfast burrito. But all the breakfast has ended. I gotta learn to make it exactly how they make it. You won't? I can't, I don't think. Yeah, and it, you know what? Matter of fact, just do all day breakfast. Oh, yum. Oh. Oh. Rocks, hello. 11:11, make a wish. Oh, it's a blight? Oh, I would kill for a bagel too. Same, Rocks. I want all the food. Come here, baby. Oh. You want to hear something fucked up? I don't think we have it here, Striker. No. People have asked me to do it in the past. And I've been like, oh, guys, it's okay. Don't worry about it. And I tried. And you can't. And that's probably a good thing. Because you would send way too much food. I'd be eating 5 times a day. Ooh, chaos. Yes. Yes, yes. Oh my God, Striker. Fuck. Can I get an amen? Amen! I feel like I've done my civic duty for the day. I've been an absolute menace to a scammer. Good, as you should. No, what did you see? You're so funny. Not the DJ, not the kids DJ mixer. That kills me. That actually kills me. I think I'm gonna be during Clutmas, obviously, because there'll be stuff and decorating going on. I think I'll have a couple of incentives, and I'll make one of the incentives a kids DJ mixer stream. Try to do a full set on a kids DJ set. Two wank Andy? No, that's okay. Speak your truth. The best stream of all time. Be great. Speak your truth, honestly. Shout it from the rooftop. The roof? Rooftop. Mods, pin this. Ruth is a top. Mm-hmm. Come and get me, I dare ya. I dare ya, pussy. Oop. Top on a roof. Guys, I'm so excited for the chapter release tomorrow. Oh, I'm so excited. And what? That's absolutely ridiculous. Who moved in last is the question. I'm so excited to play Jason. I'm so excited to verse Jason. I'm so excited. Probably the brothel, true. Jason. We can probably do some customs as well if enough people have it. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I need this. Oh my god, freedom. I don't think I have the patience. I think I tried when I was younger with my grandma and I was like, girl, put Foxtel back on. Yippee! Yeah, no. Put on the Simpsons marathon. I'm over it. Come and get me, you loser. Leave them alone. Yeah, run! Run, Tommy, run! Come and get me, loser. Woo! Okay. No! Pre-drop queen. You gonna go around the front? No. Full watch 69. Nice. Oh my god. I did it. Yippee! Also, no one asked, but I'm gonna set my alarm to early tomorrow because I want to do a girthy ass stream. We'll be doing a lot of DBD, but I'll also do like a cap of something else, and probably some border security. So, I want to try the other storage simulator game. It looks so cursed. Yep. There's another game that looks so funny. Sex toy sim when? Ugh. Maybe during Clutmas. Imagine. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to. Oh. Oh. Junpoon. Japoon. Junpoon. Jaloon, guys. Jaloon. Clutmas and Jaloon. What? What are you doing? Okay. Jaloon. Same, exactly. Yeah, so that's not next week, but the start of the end of June. But it's so close to July, so it's Jaloon. And technically... Oop. Jaloon. No, you're more than welcome. I'm just not doing too much more. Because I'm doing a little mini stream for Mimi today. Well, like Jagoon. Am I right? Exactly. But you're more than welcome to join the last couple. And then I'm free all day. Because I told Granny... She's doing her long stream tomorrow. I'm like, girl, like, I can play any... Like, if you want some Survivor games. She's like, oh, I'm going to be playing Jason all day. I'm like, girl, the queues. The queues, you won't be playing it as fast as you want. So, yeah. So I was like, girl, if you want to survive, let me know. Because we could play some Survivor rounds with Gran. Or at least customs. Maybe I'll tell her that, actually. I'll say we could do some customs so we can at least get some games in. That would be good. I'll tell her that. Yeah, exactly. No, like I was like, you can do Survivor between. Hello, Idon. How are you? Ooh, Henry. Yeah, I have 12 milli. That's for thingy tomorrow. Jason. I've got my cells. I've got my blood points.
I think this is one of these horror masks. Let me try it on.
CD, how is building? CD cat. CD cat. CD cat. Does whatever a CD cat does. Hello, sexy. How was your stream, my love? How was it? Tell me everything. 4 old boats. Jason, Jason Derulo. Get jazzy on it. Hi, Andy. How are you? How's Tamagotchi doing? Dadachi, sorry. I gotta do it too. Hello. We are taking Mimi to the vet again. So I'm doing a little stream. I'm good, doll. I'm a bit worried about my kitty, but I wanted to do, even if I did like, I would rather do like a mini stream today than not stream at all. So I'm glad I can just at least do that. All good, CD. All good, my love. Hi, gamer. I have to do groceries as well. As a pretty girl. She is so pretty. She's very pretty. But yeah, I wanted to pop in today because I miss you guys. But tomorrow, the next day, and the next day are going to be so girth. I'm very excited. So I'll be able to lock in some hours. But we are going to be doing another marathon stream this month. So Jaloon, you'll be eating good. You'll be eating real good. Oh, whatever. Let me see if that storage game, there's another storage hunter that I want to play. It looks so bad but so good. Storage Hustle. Mostly positive. That's cool. We have Storage Hustle and we have another one too. I think this is new. Storage Guys. Oh my god, what the hell? Storage Dealer Sim. That's mixed, so not as good. I want to play them all. Jaloon in my jorts. Exactly, Lou. Mimi double diagnosis on hot owner syndrome. Stop. Okay, you got me. That's funny. Ooh, I like this map. Not Xeno. Yes. So we'll do a Clumpmas and Jaloon badge. I'll do the I like that laugh. I'll be having badges and then I don't have to tomorrow, but I was thinking of making like a silly little Jason mask badge too. With like googly eyes or something. I don't know. I just like to collect badges. Sue me. But there will be Jaloon Goonpoon soon badges. Yes. Now that badges are a thing, oh yeah, we are I love badges so much. I love it. Yeah, it's like a little, honestly, badges feel like trinkets to me. Adult shop sim. Yeah, I'm trying to see if it is fine enough to play it. What's the Ellie badge? Not me not getting it. I feel like a boomer. From Up? Oh, wait, I have Up PJs. Oh, I guess, yeah. I guess the baggage, like the airport sim had dildos in it. Andy, welcome back. Dildors. You excited for Jason Age or you're kind of like, eh? Are they fuzzy? They're not fuzzy, but they're so comfortable. Kind of fair. I'm very excited. It really takes me back to Friday the 13th. I don't know. Any Jason noise really makes me happy. Wait, did you spend the 10 mil as well? What did you spend it on? Girl. I'm excited for the Halloween game coming out because it gives me Friday vibes. Jason Trapper 2v8. Oop. dancey dance for you. Fair, Jaren. Fair. Oh, really? Some barbecue and chili? Yeah, I'll keep my 10 mil for Jace. Oh, it feels so good. I really wish it never disappeared. The first non-human survivor. I think it's just skins, right? Or did they say that we can actually play Scooby-Doo? I'm surely not. Surely you can't run around as a dog. That'd be so funny. But I want the Scooby-Doo running sounds. Zayla, yes. Real. Let me show the Dwight onesie. Yeah. I think Kate would probably get one wasn't it Daphne? Scooby being a Howl Master pet. Or Charlotte being, again, this won't happen, but Charlotte being, Shaggy, and then Victor being Scooby-Doo would be so funny. Or vice versa, Age, yeah. Yeah, true, Jaren. Ace is Fred. Oh. That would be cool. I still want a Beetlejuice chapter though. I gotta sneeze again. God, I'm sneezy. Two sneezy gals. Heal me. Beetlejuice, give me it. Sandworms. You hate them, right? I hate them myself. You could have sandworms. Lydia Dietz. God. Hot girl sneeze. A sandworm, true. Oh, gamer, it's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be real nasty. I'm just like, I think now, I know this is two different genres, but hear me out. I think a lot of Overwatch players will agree. I don't think there was a lot for the 10-year anniversary. I think a lot of Overwatch people were kind of like, what? That's it? So I think, like, even though DBD I know is a different category, I think they've done it pretty well where, you know, 10 million blood points, great. All the new stuff announced, great. Probably more to come too. I feel like they're really popping off. No. You're gonna get me here, girl. Nice. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with what Behavior's done, to be honest. So far, I think there's more to come. Full Bush 69, at it again. Apparently the battle pass isn't that good with Overwatch as well. So I've heard. I'll pay for this kit in advance. Oh, I'm excited. I would have streamed when the game, like the DVD, the chapter releases, but there's always a lot of server issues when it first comes out, so it's just better for me to just sleep normally. Some decent skins? Okay, okay. Yeah, it's hell. So I may as well just sleep and then say hello in the morning. Go, hi guys, service fixed. Just for me. It's always funny like waking up and looking at the Discord and everyone's like, can't get into server at like 1 a.m. and I'm like, I was in REM. I had a blissful sleep while the devs were working so hard to get the servers to work. I reckon we're gonna beat concurrent viewership maybe. Yeah, I reckon. Or at least close anyway. Not viewership, people playing. Oh my god, we're back at it again, you and me. Don't know why I committed to this. This is a bad idea. But life will save me. I'm kidding. Life will not save me. Life is a hype train. How deep we're talking. Okay, I'm gonna go pee and check on Memers. It actually might be, it might not be, I might not even get to 3 with how the time's going. It might be an even smaller stream than I thought. But let me go check on her. And then, yeah, again, I promise, guys. Every other stream this week will be fine. I'm just a bit worried about her. Emily!
Put your ass away, child!
Hello, my love. How are
Emily
you?
just subscribed. Carl's wave, Carl's Kermie love.
Hello! How are you? How was your weekend? My finger. Alright, let me go check on Mimi real quick.
Up on the mountain, caught on the rail line. Up on the mountain, caught on the rail line. My brother, let the heart just beat. Drink your wine, smoke your weed, my brother. Let the heart stuff beat. And wear your silver lining, wear it close to your skin. But if it's the drugs, the women, the wine, the weed, the love that took everything I owe, just take it all, and tell the ones you love.
Oh, wait, how was your vacay? Woke up, then fell asleep, then woke up again. Hello? Oh, it's a different year for you now. Okay.
Coast to coast, down in New Orleans where the levees broke. 'Cause you were tripping, I was driving, you were running, I was hiding.
All right.
I know how that feels. Don't get cheated, kid. Just swing from your heels, and if you get carried away,
Andy, wow.
let the music
I'll take it, doll. I didn't feel very beautiful today. Get in line, brother. Actually, that's so funny. The brother. Thank you, M. Oh, I appreciate you. I'm glad you had a good break. When's that game, NPC? Once again, Judgy's fine is on my struggle for 6 months down for sleep. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope they fall asleep real soon. Poor thing. My god, you're doing the most. Remember, you're popping off. Don't stop believing. It's alright. June 19th? Oh my god. It'd be iconic if Australia won. But Chris versus Carla, for real. Oh my god. Oh, I'm like your own little podcast, Cass. No, but I hope they settle ASAP, dolls. You can do what you need to do. I am a fur mother. I'll be going to the vet very soon. Time is going so quick, and I think I overestimated how much time I have. So I'll probably play a couple more games, and then I'll have to look after Mimi. But she'll have meds today, which is great. So I'll be able to stream normally for the rest of the week. So thank you for understanding, guys. I honestly didn't think it would be this short today, but I know we'll have plenty of time tomorrow, so I gotta lock in and not feel guilty. I know, little baby. They are really nice vets, though. I'm always so proud of Mimi when she's at the vet. She looks so cute. When they put her on the scale as well. I'm like, stop, you're so little. A Sweeney Todd? A Sweeney Todd game? I will. Big hugs from everyone. Cutie patootie. Sweeney Todd theme? Yeah, so like not, I'm guessing it's not official, right? Oh, Ruin as well. And Third Seal. I think they're doing a totem build. Oh no, that wasn't Third Seal. Oh no, it was Third Seal. Oh no, it was the perk when you're on the gen you have blindness. It's so funny. I'm starting to forget perk names because there's so many perks now. So now I just describe what they do. I'm gonna go totem hunting, I think. Mindbreaker. Sith. Excuse me. Let's see if she can come for me. I'm gonna be obvious. Oh. Nice. Come and get me. Nice bait. Bait. Yes, yes. Bait. Also, question. I'm going to be putting Mecha Chameleon on YouTube, like the full games. Do you want me to speed up me painting? Or do you just want to have the full thing and then be able to skip if you want? Esri, hello! How are you, doll? All of it? I want the full bush. True, I guess you'll be able to skip if you want. You'll be painting? Si. Si. Oh yeah, true. I guess we yap during the painting, right? And then the pals are talking as well. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get that up today for you. We'll get that up and uploaded to the tube. The part 1 of Fears to Fathom with Gran is already up. And then I will be uploading it the day, the same day we play part 2 as well. Yeah, I uploaded a reel and I did the speed painting for the reel because I was like, oh, there's too much chatter. Reel. It's fun to watch it speed up. Like my reel, I sped it up because I thought it was fun. I'm so excited for part 2, but I'm terrified. But we were like, even when I was editing it, I was like, fuck. That was such a funny, like, it was perfect. It was hilarious. I'm so glad we decided to play it together. I think it was Gran's idea. I didn't know it was coming out. Okay, can I get... Oh. That jump scare was ass. Oh, I'm excited, but I'm so scared. No, Axel, I'm terrified for the next jump scare. I can see colors. Oop. Nice. Oh my god. So bad. I love how I had my my comfort harmonica in my hands as well. I might upload that jump scare to Instagram. I can't believe how like, oh, it's awful. It's awful. I did find it. Full bush, back at it again. Mick, you know. You know it's full. How are you, doll? The panic harmonica honky with jump scares. It made me feel a little bit better. It made me feel a little bit better. I shall be bringing that back out again. Hi, Panda. Oh my god, hello. Oh my god, Ezri, you know it's full as wild. Sully, what? I love saying shit for people to come out of lurk and be like, that's crazy. It actually makes me so happy. Oh, like a full bush on you, yeah. I have a higher IK than you, and you can't handle it. Girl, leave me alone. I'm busy. My cat's sick. I'm listening, and when I heard that, I cackled out. Yep. Gotta keep you on your toes, still. Ow, plus 10 stone. I'm gonna die here, so I may as well just... Yeah. Bush comp when? Bush comp when? Alright. I'm so excited for tomorrow. I'm excited to have a full stream tomorrow too. And I don't have anything on tomorrow night because I usually have Wednesday nights. I'm usually busy, but I'm not. So I can just spread my wings. 10 hours of full bush. Full bush alert. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. Again, I was like 3 hours at least, but I don't think I can. I'm looking at the time. Just as you spread your wings, I'll spread my legs. Yum. I do acknowledge that this is a very small stream for me. But I appreciate the support so much and the understanding. I got to be with my gal. I'm going to give her some meds now as well. See if she'll eat those. But guys, I do promise tomorrow, normal stream, girthy, fun. My ass is sat, my bush is out. So I will be here. I'll probably do some customs as well. So if you have the new chapter, Grace, I think you're sick tomorrow. If you have the new chapter, you know, we can do some customs and just be silly. Thank you, Sully. Thank you, guys. Thank you as well for all the support for it. Everyone, yeah, very kind. I've developed a sudden illness. Thank you, guys. Pixel, I appreciate you so much. I will let you know as soon as I know in the Discord, just an update with her. But again, I appreciate you understanding that I could only do 2 hours today. It went so quick, so much fun. But again, can't wait for tomorrow, the next day, and the day after that. They're going to be normal and girthy, and I'm so stoked. I love you guys. Please take care of yourself. Thank you for supporting Mimi's. She definitely feels the love. I'll see you tomorrow. New chapter. Wow! I'm so excited. Bye, guys. Love you so much. Me and y'all. Thank you for playing as well, Tammy, Grace, Trace, Nell.